Sick, right?
Yeah. This is different than any others. It was like all little pictures, right?
Yeah.
This is different. It's very nice.
We really wanted to feature you. 2K22 cover.
When I heard they wanted me for a 2K22 cover, I was like really excited. I think this is
We're the land of the free.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA. DA, it's...
Hey, Kevin, the clip.
There's been a transformation here in L.A. There is no doubt about that. DA, thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with AI. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then there's John Morant. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Ibaka. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2.
The NBA is such an international phenomenon, Kenny. Tearing up this league are some young guns who started outside of the U.S.
Yeah, Giannis, Jokic and Doncic, they come to mind. They're probably 3 of the top 10 players in basketball right now. It's not, I don't even say it anymore. I don't say international player. I just say he's a player now. I never think about Giannis as an international player.
Our game's been global for so long now that's a great point because, we had Dirk and we've had Nash and we've had Akeem. Some of our all-time greats weren't from America.
Yep.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. Grizzlies making the shot. Ibaka, the pass to George.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Anderson, the teardrop falls in. Kenny, your shot mechanics look polished, even back in college. Some guys take longer to have that thing look smooth and make some sense optically.
Well, it's repetition more than the visual. So the more I actually shot the ball and my left hand stays on too long, so I had a side spin. It didn't have a natural revolution. So Marcus Smart comes to mind, Lonzo Ball, but the repetition will help you.
Yeah. And there are some guys that, some of the great shooters don't have great. Ray Allen, Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe shot it with
Larry
a little
Bird's
Larry
form
Bird
was different.
But, they perfected it.
Here's Leonard. The Grizzlies making the shot. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. To the inside, stolen by George. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And it's Melton with the rebound. And officials have been more vigilant, guys, whistling the travel violations that we see. At the same time, the league revising the rule book to clarify the gather step when players terminate their dribble. Kenny, in that regard, do you like the way the game is being officiated right now?
What is a gather step? Either you're walking or you're not.
Well, it would seem that way, wouldn't it?
Either you're moving or you're stationary.
The gather step's always been there, though. It's just, honestly, a lot of guys didn't have the ability to and didn't know how to master it. Iverson was the first guy that I saw that had mastered the gather step. And that's, to me, it's just kind of the evolution.
Walking in my book, Greg. It's still
No, it's you gathering. You get that extra. It's basically, it gives you a half a step.
I'm old school. Let's walk it.
You're old.
Yeah, and you didn't finish school.
And it's off from three-point range. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Inside, here's Anderson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Kenny, as a freshman, you joined one of the great lineups to ever play in college basketball with guys like Michael Jordan, Sam Burton. I mean, it was a who's who of the game.
Yeah, Michael was so excited to play.
Was he?
As soon as I walked on
Chomping
campus.
at the bit, wasn't it?
When I
Who
walked
is
on
this kid out
campus,
of New York
he
here?
picked me up at the airport, drove me around.
He had a car?
Oh, yes.
substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Cousins. Marcus Morris comes in for Ivica Zubac. George is checked in for Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. George dishes to Morris. It's deflected.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got AI. He's out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Melton in at the 1. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Lakers put on a show. He tallied 25 points, but it was his season high in rebounds that really stood out. And he made it look so easy out there. Everything seemingly came to him effortlessly. Let's see if he has a similar outcome tonight. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
The NBA being so much about entertainment, Kenny, if you had to choose the best showman in the league, who would you pick?
Ooh, the best showman.
With style and charisma.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, he'd be right up there, wouldn't he?
LeBron is a showman, but Steph is, I think, top of the league. Giannis is a showman, but he's like grit, Harden, and maybe someday Zion.
I would go with that as well. The one thing that, the one reason that I have a little concern with Steph is we haven't, those other, like LeBron doesn't have to have a great team. You know, he can make a team great. That's the one difference with him. I think Giannis can do that.
He made that team great before Kevin Durant got there.
No. Well, he's playing with a few other Hall of Famers. My point is, if you put him out there with guys who weren't all-star caliber players, that's my concern. And we've seen, I'm with you, Giannis has done that, LeBron has done that. Steph's a showman in his current existence. And Luka, without a doubt.
All-time show.
Anderson with the block. Morris with the bucket. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Morant passes to Anderson. And here's AI. Valanciunas trying to free himself up.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And Kenny, great to have you on the show as always. You got to come back soon. Promise us you'll come back soon.
I'm coming back next week.
Good.
There's more food down here. It's friendlier down here. It's more room, man. I can't wait to be here. More air, everything, man. Everything's more down here.
And Greg, a lot of fun to be joined by Kenny the Jet, huh? As brilliant as he was on the court, he is just as amazing off it.
And, you know, Kenny has this amazing knack for describing what he sees with such clarity. Rare gift, and I'm glad he could share it with us.
Here's Kennard. And it's AI with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Kennard with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go. The rebound by Anderson.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Here's Morant. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from AI.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
They've got Rajon Rondo. Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
Well, I think this is something Jonas Valanciunas has hung his hat on, his ability to consistently get to the offensive window. Nicely done.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Yeah, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Ibaka. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Morris. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
For Memphis, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. Free throw good, AI. So he gets them both. Clippers trail by 18. Pass to Leonard. Over Anderson. Cousins trying to free himself up. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
What a smooth-looking release from Kawhi Leonard, doing work in the mid-range. That is his comfort zone.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
LA has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Shot from the wing. And it's Leonard missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Bledsoe outside. Pass to Cousins. Shot, high post. The offensive rebound. It's good.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after.
For the Clippers, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Paul George. Memphis also making some changes. Valanciunas comes in for Jaren Jackson. And AI is subbed in for Brandon Clark. Clippers trail by 18. Now, here is Morris. He has 7. Misses off the left iron. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Grizzlies lead by 18. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Jonas Valanciunas, Otto Porter Jr. out there with AI. Then there's John Morant, and it's Melton in at the 2.
Well, the basketball IQ on display for Otto Porter makes the right read there.
Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Here's Bledsoe. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
At times, he's most dangerous when he's attacking the basket. Hard for defenders to rotate over fast enough to cut Bledsoe off.
Morant passes to Melton, and AI throws it down.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Outside Rondo. Porter against Morris. Memphis leading by 20. And AI throws it down.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Bledsoe outside. Here's Cousins. Grizzlies with the rebound. AI's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Porter dishes to AI. And AI throws it down.
Listen, this guy's a willing passer, and Porter has a natural instinct for this game.
They've been looking at a sink offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Shots good by Ibaka.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Doris, as we've seen, NBA players are becoming more vocal on social issues. Some will say, keep politics out of sports. Should the NBA and should all sports be worried about that backlash?
Kevin, one of the things I admire most about the NBA is its commitment to the causes it believes in. And whether we are talking about the mental health issues of some of their players or the current situation in the country, the NBA's commitment to supporting equality and social justice is admirable. What is controversial about equality and social justice for all? Nothing. I admire their commitment. They're on the right track.
Rondo against Morant. Rondo, bounce pass. Shot clock at 6. Now Morant. Anderson outside. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Here's Morant, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Boy, that play developed just the way they wanted, and Valanciunas made sure they got the bucket. What a tremendous pass.
Knocks it loose. And Ibaka kicks to Rondo. In the corner, it's Morris. Shots good by Ibaka.
Well, a little bit of assertiveness from the native of Congo. Serge Ibaka has the green light.
The pass to Melton. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Memphis moving that ball around, and AI gets it to go.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout.
a dominating performance for the Grizzlies.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under their belt.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for AI.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Here's Farrell to the paint. Here's Batum. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Here's Tillman. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
It's good.
That was a tough shot. I mean, Jackson has practiced that, but he makes it look effortless right there.
Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. AI with the bucket.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Outside Jackson. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
Came in with a chip on my shoulder, took it to Vegas. I bet it all at the table at poker. Just look at their faces. I know they don't like how I'm over. This crazy. You never gonna catch me out rocking a choker. I'm on some right now. I'm feeling lit right now. We got the snake in the grass. He getting. I got 100 in cash. I'm about to spend right now. They try to put me in last, but what do it look like now? Young, blowing all money. Spend a minute, make back. Man up off all hustle. I don't even got a rap. Grinding, I get it. Stacking, I spit it. You know the routine. You know the routine. Popping the tags, getting the bags. You know the routine. Hey, you know the routine.
Fingerprints on that. He just sent you to a new crib. Bad, speak pig Latin with a new seal. Sticker price with the Raekwon with the Woo deal. Slice of pine, we all eat. Stickers going rock. Home with these weirdo. Swear to be paranoid. Treat the jet like a scam fair. So the came back for it. Your whole clique be for a small level. Black Phantom, Blessed Pharaoh, Black Bolt, Rest Well, Collins Ave in the high rise. Skyline, what I labeled a memoir. The broke to sci-fi. On my sideline, name tatted on 5 wives. Stacking money like Mayweather. And they heard I got 9 lives.